actually got my logo on the back as well, all hand embroidered. Very clever lady called Victoria. So, in today's little dip into the studio, things have started to come together, and I wanted to show you, just really quickly, it's like 5 to 10 minutes, my latest collection. So, some of you may know what I paint, what I create, what I sculpt. And I'm a witch and pagan, and I create my pieces of artwork from reclaimed, recycled, repurposed odds and ends because I care about the environment and I care about trying to help nature. It's my deep passion and my driving force to want to do something to help. And that comes out in my artwork. And it's important as a pagan and a witch because I celebrate the cycle of the year and it's all about nature, really. And many of my spells and the spell work that I do are working with the natural forces from nature, whether they be earth, air, water, fire, spirit, but also some very simple things. And I like to tie it into mindset. And mindset is where uh, the oracle cards that I'm also creating come in. And I've just launched a collection called the Spirit Messengers, and one of the animals in the oracle deck that's coming from this collection is going to be a unicorn. So each card has got a message. So what that message means for you when you turn the card over in a reading. It's got a spell, a short spell on the card that you can do that day to bring the meaning into your awareness, basically, make it more real. And then, important for me, an aligned action. That's something you can actually do. And it doesn't mean you need lots of tools and equipment. Quite often, it's just about using your mind and setting an intention and thinking something through or writing it down on a piece of paper. So, very simple stuff, but very powerful in terms of um, shifting your mindset towards something more positive, towards where you want it to be. So anyway, let's get to the artwork. Right. So the first piece, we're going in order of size here, is this delightful little creature, and it's based on a toy horse that I picked up at a charity shop, and I've made it into a unicorn, and I've attached it to a piece of Welsh slate. So this slate was actually collected a few years ago. My husband and I went to, I think it's called Fistal Falls, or I can't pronounce the name quite well, but it's not too far into Wales, a beautiful waterfall, absolutely gorgeous. And we climbed all the way up to the top of the waterfall so that we could see the beautiful flowing water, and it's so cold, so cold. I did have to dip my toes in. It's part of the magic of water, isn't it? You just have to kind of get in, I think. But um, and this piece of slate was found. So yes, I did pick it up and brought it back home with me. So this is the first one, and then I made the little horn here, and the horn is made from a skewer from a Chinese takeaway. So I washed, dried, and sanded the skewer and then manipulated it through various little magical techniques into a unicorn horn. So the sculpture's, it's a rock solid sculpture, and it's the first one. I do have one bigger one, but that's packed ready for the festival, so that's already on my website. You can see that one. But these are hot off the studio. So I'm just going to look at the comments and see. Proto, that's so nice. There's Proto. Hi Proto, thanks for joining. So this is the first unicorn in the series of unicorn sculptures. The next one is a slightly smaller little creature, and again made in the same way. So they were a set that I picked up in a charity shop. So I'm doing some good because I am reclaiming something that has been discarded by somebody else. And I'm also supporting a charity at the same time by buying something from the shop. and then I come home and fashion it into this delightful little creature. Aren't they sweet? So that's the second one down in size. Now the third one is quite special, and because it's got a little baby, a foal. So a baby horse is called a foal. So I'm guessing a baby unicorn is a foal, unless it's got a magical name. So yes, this little one has got a little foal with it, and then I've attached this wooden heart onto the base, and the heart came off. Oh, I think something that was bought, like a little wooden charm that came with something. So I thought I'll attach that there, and I thought it would be quite nice to write somebody's name on there. Maybe I could do that for the person that buys it, write their name or the name that they want to put to somebody, or maybe just mum would be quite nice. Um, it's a very caring and nurturing piece, this one. Look at their little faces, little nostrils. I'm supposed to sell these things, but sometimes they're just too cute, too cute to give away. But anyway, so that's what we've got. So that's little mother and baby unicorn. Just going to look at the comments. So Hannata says hello, hi Hannata, and Hannata says that's so cool. Thank you very much. They are lovely. And then the final piece is this little tiny hanging charm, and here it is. So I've used a wooden disc, and I've attached one of the smallest horses to it and made it into a unicorn, and then painted it white so it can be hung up. It's just really light, really small, just a nice little size unicorn charm. So that will be going to the Festival for Pagans and Witches. So a little bit of a plug here. So I sell my work online. And I have some main events that I go to, actually festivals that I go to. And the first event is called the Festival for Pagans and Witches, and it's in Coventry. And you can Google it and you'll find all the information. You can buy tickets for the whole weekend, or you can just get day tickets, which is super, super handy if you just want to pop in for a few workshops and have a look around all of the stalls. But I do recommend, if you've never been before and you're a pagan or a witch or a Viking or a heathen, or you're generally into alternative mindset, spirituality, and wellness, it's fantastic. There are so many talks from some really, really knowledgeable people. It's a massive plug for the festival here, not just because I'm there, but because it's a beautiful and welcoming environment to come into. So if you need a bit of chill out time, I thoroughly recommend coming along, even if it's just for the day. And pop over and say hi to me at my stall. I'll be in my little cream gazebo somewhere, don't know where yet, pitched up and ready. So the other festival that I'll then be at is at the end of May, and it's called the Festival for Witches and Fairies. So it kind of leans in towards what it's going to all be about, very similar. I haven't done this festival before, it's my first time, so a bit nervous about how it's going to go and what it will look like. But the organizer is so brilliantly, superbly well organised. So and all the traders have been lovely in the group so far. So I'm quite excited to go to that one. So yes, so this is the unicorns. I'm just going to look at the comments now and see who's joined and what they're saying. So Hannah Tersells says, oh, she feels the same way when she tries to sell her stuff. So you make bracelets. Yeah, yeah. It when you've poured your heart and soul into a piece of work, it is quite hard to part with it. But when you do it for you're trying to make a living doing it, you've obviously got to sell it. So uh, yeah, and the way that I look at it, so I've just been distracted because there's a beautiful little goldfinch that's just, oh, it's landed on the wire, the cable phone wire thingy outside the window. Oh, it's so sweet. Beautiful gold on its wings. Sorry, if I see a bright bird, I have to just stop and watch. I recently got the Merlin app, and it's like addictive. you just press record, and it tells you all the birds that are around you. And sometimes you don't realise just how many different species there are around you. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I digress. I'll get into birds, and then I'll just go on and on and on. So these are all the unicorns that are available, and I'll be taking those to the festival. So that's pretty much all I've got to say today. If you enjoy my content and you'd like to see more of my magical pieces, then do subscribe to the YouTube, because I put things in here and I show loads of stuff in here, and I'm on all the social medias and I do giveaways and all sorts of things. So if you want to be part, then please do join. And if you don't know how to do it, just drop a comment on this when it goes, when it gets posts, and say hello, and I'll send you a link where you can join my email list and learn more and be part of all the giveaways. So I've just checked the final comments before everyone goes. I've got a few strange ones, which I'm not sure what they mean. Stephen Wetton has sent me some crowns. I'm really I'm pants at knowing what all these things mean. I'm nearly 50, so I'm not of the generation to understand everything. So please tell me what they mean. Crazy Jessafab says hi, hello, nice to meet you, and also says cute. So yes, it is sweet, isn't it? So I'll just show you them all again in reverse order. So that's the mother and foal, and then this is the next size up, and these are based on mounted on a piece of Welsh slate. And then the last piece is this one, which is the largest one, and again it's mounted on a nice piece of Welsh slate. Look at the colours in that base, and it's treading its little white footprints, leaving things everywhere. So a little bit of magic as it goes. So I hope you have a wonderful magical day. Please do like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for joining in and putting your comments. I really appreciate your support. So I'm going to trot off now. The pun there. I'll go. I'll just go now. Yeah. Okay. Nice to see you all. Bye for now.